Hello, welcome to Soulprint and more of your questions that are being answered. This one's a little bit off of my beaten path, but I'm going to answer it. So the question was, it was sent by AV. Thank God, I hope I got that right. Hello, I love your show. Well, thank you very much. You are very good. Well, thank you very much again. Please look into the predictions that Nostradamus made on the abduction of King Charles. What will happen to Prince William's family? Nostradamus predicted that Prince Harry would be king. Please look into these predictions. Thank you very much. Okay, the first thing I want to say is that to me, just to me, that prediction of Nostradamus feels far more like what has already happened. There was already the abduction of the king when Elizabeth's dad's brother, who's Bertie, I think, I'm not sure which one was Bertie, abducted, and then someone had to step in. So it just doesn't feel quite on the mark for me. So I'm just going to ask this another way. And I'm just going to do, I think, channeling for this one so we get sharp, clear, crisp answers. So Spirit, I want to do a little mini dive here into the royal family of England, or the United Kingdom. Um, can you give me any indication of whether or not King Charles is going to be on the throne for sort of a considerable period of time? And will will Prince William ultimately become King William? And where is sort of Harry in this situation? So, there's an astrologer out there by the name of Stephen Judd. If you haven't checked him out, he's really worth looking at. Judd. He is British. And he was in quite a little tizzy around the date of the coronation and how anybody who had astrologer, and the royal family apparently is known to have quite good astrologers, anybody would not have chosen that date. And there was a whole list of reasons why. And then the last thing he said was, unless there was a recognition that they were not going to be on the throne long, and they wanted to basically set it up for their heir apparent, which would be William. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. So what they're saying is Prince Charles will in fact remain king. They're saying 3 to 5 years. Prince William will step into the role of king, but by time he takes over, the the royal family per se is going to continue, but in some way their role is going to become diminished. Um, so there are other royal families in other countries. I'm thinking of Monaco, I think, has um, a royal family. I think Denmark does. They have roles and functions, but it's not sort of just so much and so obvious and such a big deal. And that's what it feels like. It feels like over time, the actual role of the royal family, it will be there, but it will sort of diminish. It will still be there for the people of Britain, but it feels like it is going to diminish in its reach or its span. Any insight into Harry and Meghan? They just did this sort of car chase deal that wasn't a car chase, and it could have had catastrophic consequences, except It didn't sound like it was that catastrophic. No one was speeding, etc. What's the story there? So part of what you're dealing with is that when Harry married Meghan, she she felt that she could go into the royal family and um Americanize it, basically. She wanted to make it the way she wanted to make it. Um and she wanted to behave the way she wanted to behave. And it didn't work. It just didn't work. Part of the dynamic between the two of them is that Harry really has still not healed from the trauma and the tragedy of Diana's really untimely, shocking, sudden death. And so he tends to react badly when there are cameras and things are being recorded. On the other hand, Megan is quite comfortable in that environment. And so that seems to be one of the continuing like conflicts between the two of them. Um, I do not see Harry returning to the royal family and um, going back into sort of a working royal role, at least not for a few more years. I'm sorry to say, I don't think that that marriage is strong. And I think there is a calculation about how old the kids need to be or should be, or, before they look at something more um, permanent in terms of their relationship. But for right now, they're sort of plugging along like married couples do. Um, and there's going to continue to be this kind of push and pull between the two of them because she wants the attention and the adulation. He doesn't. And she wants to live the life of a princess. Whoa, puppy. Hold on. See if I can find out why he's barking. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so she wants to live like a princess. He doesn't. Um, and a big part of it is that she just wants to spend money like a princess. And truly, I don't think princesses spend the kind of money that she thinks they should or did. Um, and so she's trying to maintain a certain lifestyle that sort of feels above her pay grade right now. And that's why you see them getting into these kind of crazy little projects that honestly don't serve them very well, in my humble opinion. So that's what I got for that. Thank you for asking the question. Bye bye.